Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we're diving into one of my favorite shows right now called Reacher on Prime Video, based on the books by Lee Child. Spoilers ahead.
Do you know who you're talking to?
One. Two.
I know some of you might be fans of the Jack Reacher movies with Tom Cruise, and I enjoyed those too. But Alan Ritchson's portrayal of Reacher? That opened up a whole new world for me. I last saw him when he played Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman, in Smallville. His physicality, quiet intensity, and sense of justice make him the perfect fit for the role. So, here are my top 10 scenes from Reacher Season 1. There will be another list for Season 2 because this show is just that amazing.
Do you want to dance to Tom Burrito with me?
Number 1. Reacher walks into town and stops a guy yelling at his girl. The introduction to Jack Reacher hooked me right away. He walks into town and immediately commands respect. No words, no fight, just a death stare. The way he stops a guy from yelling at his girlfriend just by looking at him tells you everything you need to know about Reacher's no-nonsense attitude. It's the perfect intro to his character. Number 2, the first prison fight scene. There are actually 2 prison fight scenes in this episode. Shortly after Reacher arrives in town, he is arrested by the police before he gets to eat what he ordered. He later gets sent to prison because they suspect him of murder. Talk about bad luck. In the first fight, a couple of guys walk into his cell and start bullying his cellmate. Let's just say, it didn't end well for them.
2.
Number 3, the second prison fight scene. The second prison fight takes things to the next level. This time, a whole gang of inmates attacks him and his cellmate in the bathroom, about 10 of them. Reacher wails on them mercilessly until the guards show up to save them. The choreography is intense, and Ritchson's physicality is on full display. This scene leaves you gripping your seat. And this is just episode 1. Number 4. Flashbacks to his childhood and family. Reacher may seem like a lone wolf, but he had a family once upon a time. The flashbacks to his childhood with his brother really add depth to his character. He's a gentle giant, until someone messes with him or someone he cares about. These scenes show how Reacher's sense of justice and loyalty was ingrained in him from a young age, thanks to his father's military background. He's always trying to do the right thing. I am hoping that Joe faked his death somehow. Number 5. Reacher rescues a dog being neglected by its owner. Reacher isn't just a tough guy, he's got a soft spot, especially when it comes to innocent lives. The dog rescue scene is one of my favorites because it shows his compassionate side. When he sees the dog looking thirsty, he tries to give it water. Later, he returns with Captain Finley and finds the dog chained up, hurting. That's when things get crazy. Reacher takes care of business, and let's just say the dog owner won't forget what happened. Classic Reacher.
My property! Seriously?
Number 6. Finley's escape from the motel. Reacher's not just muscle, he's smart too. When Finley's in a tough spot in a motel, Reacher steps in with quick thinking and tactical skills to help him escape from KJ's assassins. He comes up with a plan on the fly, and it works flawlessly.
No. This is where I say they're gonna kill you unless you do what you're told.
Number 7. Reacher slaps KJ in the restaurant after he insults Roscoe. Reacher goes to see Roscoe and finds her cleaning some mean words off her truck. Reacher knows exactly where to find the painter, KJ. What follows is one of the most satisfying moments in the series when Reacher slaps KJ. That slap, I swear they heard it all the way in Kampala. It's one for the ages.
That little cock tease.
Number 8. Reacher rescuing Roscoe, Charlie, and her kids. Roscoe, Charlie, and her kids are betrayed by a corrupt Fed and held hostage. By this time, Reacher has found out who really killed his brother Joe. Reacher and his team storm Kleiner's counterfeit operation, take out the whole crew, and burn the place to the ground. It's action-packed and high stakes. Let's just say they crossed the wrong guy. Number 9. Reacher in camouflage taking down Dawson Kleiner and those who hurt an innocent officer. When it comes to tactics, Reacher is always one step ahead. The scene where he wears camouflage to take down Dawson Kleiner, KJ's cousin, and the savages responsible for killing Officer Stevenson, his wife, and their unborn baby, is a masterclass in stealth and strategy. He lures them in and they fall for it. Reacher's a force of nature, and there's no stopping him. Number 10. When Reacher finally gets his pie. When Reacher first arrived in town, he was arrested before he could try the
Black
best pie in
coffee,
Georgia.
peach pie.
No matter what he did, he just couldn't seem to get that pie, like he had to earn it first. After all the action, drama, and chaos, the moment we've all been waiting for finally comes. Reacher gets his pie. And what does he say?
I've had better.
Go figure. There you have it, my top 10 scenes from Reacher Season 1. If you haven't watched it yet, you can check it out on Amazon Prime Video. Alan Ritchson nailed the role of Reacher. There is a Season 2 too. Let me know in the comments what your favorite Reacher moments are. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. Thanks for watching.
Top 10 Scenes from Reacher Season 2. Welcome back to the CW, everyone. No, it's not the CW TV channel. Today, we're diving into the top 10 intense and memorable scenes from Reacher Season 2. You can find it on Amazon Prime Video. From brutal takedowns to heartfelt goodbyes, there was a lot to unpack this season. This time, we find Reacher in the bustling, icy streets of New York City. If you haven't seen it yet, beware, a spoiler alert is in effect. Let's jump in. Also, I'm attempting to do my own narration for this one, so bear with me and let me know in the comments how I can improve. At number 10, we have the carjacker beatdown. Starting strong with Reacher's first major fight scene. A carjacker steals mom's car with her child inside and forces her to withdraw cash from the ATM. Rude. Richard steps in after spotting her in distress, and it's game over for the carjacker. This scene sets the season's tone, brutal and efficient, with Richard delivering justice on his own terms. At number 9, the Army Bar Fight Flashback. In a flashback to Richard's Army days with his team, we see him standing up for one of his new recruits named Neely. A team of officers ask her to leave the officer's bar for being an NCO, not nicely, I might add, and a fight breaks out. Turns out this was a team building exercise for his special investigation unit, showcasing Richard's strength and his leadership style. At number 8, meeting Franz. Early in the season, we meet one of his recruits, Calvin Franz, played by Canadian actor Luke Billick. Franz adored Reacher and was a valuable member of the team. His death brought a heavy emotional tone, hitting Reacher and us very hard. Though Franz was only shown for a brief moment, his death left behind a family and adds weight to Reacher's mission. He intends to make those who hurt him suffer, and I am here for it. At number 7, we have Reacher's banter with Detective Russo. While out, the team meets an NYPD detective called Guy Russo. They mistook him to be one of the bad guys and roughed him up, until they found his badge, of course. Uh-oh. But he later arrests them, and Russo vows to pay back Reacher for breaking his nose. The back and forth between Reacher and Russo brings a bit of humor into the intensity. It's fun to watch, but bittersweet since Russo gets killed shortly after. Told you there were spoilers. Number 6, Russo's death and Reacher's revenge. Russo's death hits hard both for Reacher and the audience. Killed by Langston's men while protecting a kid, Russo and Reacher's final conversation leads Reacher to Russo's boss. And let's just say the justice delivered is swift and brutal. Dirty cops make me sick. At number 5, Reacher and O'Donnell pose as FBI agents in Boston. Reacher, O'Donnell, and the team head to Boston for some intel. They run into an old friend, Finley, from season 1. Finley helps Richard and OD arrest some senator's aide who has a connection to a weapon that Langston was after. They pose as FBI agents and interrogate him. I don't think that's legal, but it makes for a very memorable reunion.
Your business, elbow patches.
Well, you heard the lady.
Number 4. Richard versus AM, the ruthless arms dealer. The arms dealer AM is as ruthless as they come. When Richard and his team take him down, it's satisfying to see justice served. The audacity of this guy saying, it's just business, really makes
The
it all the
seller
more
of the gun or the
satisfying.
user. I prefer to be the seller.
Number 3. Langston's poetic justice. Langston's brutal methods come full circle when Richard throws him out of the helicopter, the same way he did to his friends. It is the perfect revenge, and it couldn't happen to a better villain. At number 2, Richard's generosity. Richard's journey ends with a moment that warms our hearts. He distributes the money that he took from AM, the money that was going to go to Langston and his savages, to his team and their families. Richard's only reward is a new toothbrush, classic Richard move and a fitting close to his character's arc. Before we continue, please remember to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified for more content. At number 1, rescuing O'Donnell and Dixon. The final showdown is intense. Langston kidnaps O'Donnell and Dixon to draw Richard in, but he underestimates Richard's wrath. To top it off, they confess to what they did to his friend Swan. Wow, like really? Richard takes on Langston's team with explosive vengeance, leading to Langston's fall. A powerful, fitting end. So those were my top 10 moments from Reacher Season 2. If you haven't watched it yet, check it out on Amazon Prime Video. The New York setting was a really refreshing change of pace from Season 1. Let me know your favorite scenes in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Reacher content. Thanks for watching. Bye!